Welcome to the South Carolina High School League Weekend of Champions. The championship game coming up, Keenan Raiders versus Walhalla Girls 3A, brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. I'm glad to have you with us here. My name is Stacey Huff, joined by my broadcast partner, Natalie Norris, Coach Natalie Norris. And Coach Norris, this is a matchup of a team wanting to repeat Walhalla and a traditional power, Keenan, who's also used to being here.
That's right. So that's the big question of the day. Will Walhalla repeat, or will Keenan reestablish themselves at the top of South Carolina girls basketball?
And that's going to be an interesting matchup. And speaking of matchups, let's get to some of those players who are going to be the matchups of the game. Players to rely on. Let's begin with our visitors in this ball game, the Keenan Raiders.
Yeah, Taylor Lee Sutton has been a do-it-all guard for Keenan this year. So fast with the basketball, and Walhalla's going to have their hands full slowing her down today.
Taylor Lee Sutton, the 3A Girls Player of the Year in the state. And on the other side, the young lady you're going to talk about is the young lady who was the reigning coming into this year Player of the Year in 3A.
How about that? Really neat to have two Players of the Year on the court together. Cami Roach averaging almost 14 points a game, and she's been such a steady presence for Walhalla all of her time there, and we look to her to play her usual solid game today.
Those are the players to rely on, brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. Now for our food for thought, brought to you by Ingles. What are our food for thought for Keenan first?
Yeah, Coach McLean says they really need to share the ball, find the open man today, and execute their press well. They really rely on turnovers to get points going. And on the other side, Walhalla needs to limit turnovers, handle that press, and their goal is to hold Keenan under 40 points today.
Well stated by Coach Natalie Norris. And now for our injury update, brought to you by Lexington Health, #1 hospital in the Columbia metro area, by U.S. News and World Report. Glad to report we have no injuries to speak of, and we hope it stays that way. The stage is set, folks. Girls 3A State High School Basketball Championship matchup coming up. Keenan, Walhalla, right here. Don't you move.
After fire, water, or storm damage, home can feel far away. And for over 50 years, A&I Fire and Water Restoration has been helping families across the Carolinas get back to normal. With expert care and decades of experience, we make coming home possible again. A&I Fire and Water Restoration, restoring more than property, restoring peace of mind. You can rely on A&I.
Ready to quit nicotine for good? Get trusted quit support from the South Carolina Tobacco Quit Line and LiveVapeFree.com. LiveVapeFree.com helps young people quit nicotine with free, confidential tools, so you can feel balanced, less stressed, and more in control. Need extra quit support? Break free from nicotine with the support that's right for you. Get one-on-one coaching and free nicotine replacement products to help you succeed. Scan the QR code for these resources and more at dph.sc.gov. Brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Public Health.
Somebody crashed into my car. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Then let me handle it. There's no fee unless we win. Hawk Law fights.
3333333 Hawk Law. Lobster Fest at Red Lobster. The largest variety of lobster dishes. Like new Lobster Fest Duo, new Lobster Fest Boil, and create your own lobster lover's dream. It's the one, the only Lobster Fest for limited time.
Before the coffee's finished brewing, we're already on it. Overnight headlines, local developments, and a forecast you can actually plan around. From your commute to your community, News 13 This Morning helps keep you a step ahead. Real local reporting, trusted voices, and facts-first stories to start your day. News 13 This Morning. Good morning, everyone. Western North Carolina starts here.
Welcome back into the broadcast of the 2026 South Carolina High School League Basketball Championships. This matchup, Girls 3A Keenan, Walhalla, brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. Stacey Huff, Coach Natalie Norris here with you. Let's look at our starting lineups, brought to you by Palmetto Pride. We begin with our visitors in their gold with blue trim. It is the Keenan Raiders. Taylor Lee Sutton, Mines, Dwyer, Brown, and Kaufman are the starters. Thank you, Coach. And for Walhalla, their starters, Keenan, Roach, Frick, Chapel, and White. And we'll get at Keenan coaches Reggie McClain. He is a multi-time, when I say multi-time state champion, folks, the numbers are really running up for McClain. He has 6 chips, 6-3 in championship games. He is a Bennettsville native, plays ball at Marlboro County, plays some football at South Carolina State, HKT, Williston Echo, and on down to Keenan now. And then Walhalla's coach, Byron Winfrey, from Central South Carolina, played at Liberty High School, Charleston Southern for a year, and then finished at Southern Westland playing for his dad, who was the coach at Southern Westland for many, many years. Byron Winfrey doing a really good job trying to repeat as champions. Tip off right now, Real Deal Countertops. We are the real deal. We're underway here. Walhalla in white with purple trim. Defended Keenan in gold with the blue trim and numerals. Walhalla defending champs. Taylor Lee Sutton got away with a little quick double dribble right there, but off of the break, left hand finish. She's so fast with the basketball, coach.
Yeah, we talked about her speed in the opening. She is really, really fast with the basketball.
Yeah, and then once she on the break, she's doing her thing. Up and in for Walhalla. 24, Ashlyn Frick, the junior 6-footer, and a press from Walhalla. Picking up full court. Looks like just full court man-to-man, coach.
Yeah, sure does. Good answer from Walhalla there.
Yes, absolutely. Ariana Kaufman, a little bit of a wild shot. She has the green light for Keenan. A long, wild 3. Kaufman with a rebound. Shooting is early, no nerve-wracking time in this environment from kids. And I was talking to someone yesterday, Coach Natalie Norris. Sometimes the team that adjusts to the background here in this Kelowna Life Arena, whoever adjusts the quickest can win.
That's right. This is quite different from the gym at home.
Yeah, cavernous. Yeah, I mean the bleachers are way back from the back of the rim. There's a lot of space back there. Keenan with a little full court pressure. Glad to have you with us here, folks. Day 2 of the 3-day championship weekend here in the state of South Carolina at this Colonial Life Arena. I mentioned there it is again. That young lady has all 5 points. That is Frick from deep. Safe photo credit Union 3-pointer. Hell ball, the arrow stays with Keenan.
Good push from Sutton there, and Frick, that's a really good sign for Walhalla to have somebody besides Roach stepping up early.
Ball inbounded from under our left to the basket. Keenan attacking that basket to the left. Kaufman, another spinning move. Got that one to go up and in again. Green light. She's a creative shot maker. Points in the paint for Keenan. Holy City heating and air brings you our points in the paint. That's a short corner jumper, tough shot. And again, all over this game, Frick is involved in every play.
That's right. We've been calling her name a lot here early.
Only a junior. Both teams well coached. You want to see them run their stuff regardless of the defense. And that's another clean look at a 3. That's 2 threes taken. She has a green light, clearly. Cami Roach, we talked about Cami Roach, number 12 there. Because of making shots like that, she was the player of the year in 3A last season.
That's right. And as she said, she's got the green light. I think anytime she's got a good look at it, it's hers to put up.
Yeah, and shoot her like that, she'll shoot herself hot now.
That's
She'll
right.
keep shooting until she gets a
Next
flurry
one's going in.
Yep, Taylor Lee Sutton just quickly by the first defender. Wild shot, but on the back end, cleaning it up. Chloe Williams, number 33, our junior.
Great offensive board there. A lot of times when you have to step up and help, you're vulnerable on the offensive boards.
Loose ball corralled by Keenan. 6'5", Keenan leading early here. Zone played by Walhalla. No, check that. Look a little bit of matchup. They're slopping off. If it is a man-to-man, they really plugging the paint, right?
Oh, yeah. I think it's a sagging man.
Yeah.
You see them following their person, but it's definitely not pressing up, playing containment.
That's good. Well said. That's exactly what that sagging man containment. They daring them to shoot, basically. And then we look at Williams at the free throw line and our Stewart Law Office's free throw line. Stewart Law Office over 25 years protecting the rights of the injured. Visit StewartLawOffices.net today. Second free throw coming up. Missed the first one. Lefty missed both. Roach getting trapped right there. She beats the trap. That pass ill-advised and almost stolen. The Keenan player there went out of bounds with it.
Yeah, good job getting in that passing lane. They're very quick closing out.
Both teams are tough defenders. I don't know how high scoring this game is going to get, but they both are definitely going to be ferocious on defense. That's a foul on Keenan, number 10, Zaria Mines. Also a track athlete at Keenan.
Top student as well.
Absolutely. There you go. Yo, absolutely. Very, very strong in the classroom as well. That's a lot of contact under there, and they do call that foul. Miley White, the leading rebounder and shot blocker on the Walhalla team.
Good execution of that baseline inbounds play by Walhalla to get that attempt.
The Razorbacks, the mascot there for Walhalla. Got that first one to go at our Stuart Law Office's free throw line. Miley White, I mentioned, leading shot blocker and rebounder. She's a 5'11" forward center. Missed the second one, but rebound. Oh, for a second, looked like Mara Chappelle had it. Totally sudden, trying to force the foul call. They got it. Like the whistle, I didn't really hear it at first, but she got the whistle.
Sutton is so explosive getting to the basket.
She's right, and you had mentioned that prior to the game, and she goes to our Stuart Law Office's free throw line. So, Coach, they have a serious problem staying in front of her. So is that one of the reasons for the sloughing off, so they can help better?
Oh, absolutely. You've got to give her a step and just hope she doesn't get hot from behind the three, because if she does, then there's nothing left to do.
She causing problems. She goes 1 for 2. Earlier, Chloe Williams went 1 for 2. Free throws could be a part of this game. Looks to be a close game. Already a 2-point game early. Good pass. Through contact. That was a nice finish. Ashland Frank, well defended.
Very good finish, and so far, Walhalla, one of their keys was handling Keenan's press, and they're doing a good job so far.
They really are. Beverly Sutton out to the wing. Strong drive, but good defense. Went into too many arms, and ball got knocked away. Good defense by the Razorbacks. It's all 8s right now. Weave up top. Tammy Roach, and there it is. A 3-ball, she made it look easy from way back. St. Federal Credit Union 3-pointer.
Excellent job by Walhalla running their sets, changing sides of the ball, moving the ball very well.
Oh, nice diagonal pass. Chloe Williams could not make it pay. That was a good pass by Kaufman. And we'll step away, folks. 3:52 in the first. Keenan, Walhalla, battling for the 3A girls chip. Stay with us.
Hi, Mom.
I've got an invisible junk pile.
How do you know?
When my friends saw it, I could see it.
Other people can always see them.
Can you make it disappear?
All you have to do is point, Mom.
It's gone.
Save $55 on junk removal. Book today.
When people come to us, they've been injured. They are now dealing with a big insurance company, a big trucking company, a company that, while they may say in their commercials they want to help you, in reality, they're not there to help you. And if we're not there to do it, no one's going to do it. I personally hope you never need our number, but if you do, it may be one of the most important calls you ever make. 1-866-STUART.
Hi, Mom.
I've got an invisible junk pile.
How do you know?
When my friends saw it, I could see it.
Other people can always see them.
Can you make it disappear?
All you have to do is point, Mom.
It's gone.
Save $55 on junk removal. Book today.
Welcome back inside, folks. A&I Fire and Water Restoration presentation of the South Carolina High School League State Championships 2026. This game, the girls 3A, to be decided right here. Keenan, Walhalla, 11-8 Walhalla up 3, and stay tuned for the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report, folks. We'll have a special interview with the South Carolina High School League, first half highlights, and more. 1-800-GOT-JUNK. They make junk disappear. I need to call them around my house somewhere.
Me too.
I've moved a few times. I got some clothes. I just will not turn loose some clothes, and I'll never be able to fit them again. I need to donate them. They need to be donated. That's junk clothes. Nobody wants my junk clothes. So here we are, folks. Natalie Nars, Coach Natalie Nars, Stacy Huff here. Game 1 of 4 today at the CLA, the Colonial Life Arena. Keenan pressing as expected. Walhalla handling it very smoothly. Good ball movement. Cammy Roach, they got it to the shooter. Oh, she had a great look. Keenan got a break that time.
Yeah, they did.
She was way too open. And just like that, you talk about the speed of Taylor Lee Sutton. She's got to finish that, but she's getting to the cup, though.
Yep, she's getting her opportunities for sure.
And she's going to need help, but there you go. Kristen Brown, the young lady who missed a lot of last year with a knee injury. She's going to be key for this team. Plays point. They split point guard duties, her and Taylor Lee Sutton. Oh, that's a travel. I'm not a referee, though. Let me stop refereeing. By the way, I will give you our referees in a moment. That's a missed shot on the baseline. Williams with the rebound, and Keenan looking to reclaim the lead. They're down 11-10.
Another good look for Walhalla, just didn't connect.
Yeah, absolutely. Eventually, they start hitting those. Kaufman just a wow slash into the hoop, but she does attack that paint. Back comes the Razorbacks up 1. 2:40 left in the first quarter. Cammy Roach, they got to pay attention to Cammy Roach. She put a dribble up at a tough spot. Taylor Lee Sutton almost got it. You can't pick it up right there. And they got a call that time on Zaria Mines. That may be her second. I'm not sure. So let's check that. That is 2 on that young lady, and she's key for that backcourt depth, and she's going to come out. Keenan's going to the bench right now, bringing in Destiny Chavis.
That'll definitely play to Walhalla's advantage if the referees call it really tight up front.
Absolutely. Chavis gets a lot of minutes off that bench there for Keenan. Keenan's in a man-to-man. Oh, got to be careful picking that dribble up. But they gave up the baseline. 3 ball is in the air and splashdown. Ashlyn Frick. 3 ball. That is a safe federal credit union 3-pointer.
Excellent penetration and pitch. Walhalla's done a great job finding the open player.
They deflected that shot too. It was partially blocked. Taylor Lee Sutton got fouled. Did not get the finish, but got fouled. High basketball IQ though. She started defense over shift. Like a running back, she shut the gap.
That's right, and Walhalla's gone to a zone here to try and shut down that penetration, but Sutton with her quickness still able to get into the paint.
Yeah, a zone can help with that, Coach. Yeah, you know this better than I do, but if you overcommit on overshift the zone, you still can give up that paint.
That's right, and that's what happened there.
Yep, absolutely. Walhalla going to the bench now, bringing in Anna Medlin. I remember her name from last year, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I called the game, but I definitely watched them last year. They won. I believe that was their first ever championship.
That's correct.
And they're back for more this year. Keenan with a little 2-2-1 press. Broke it easily. I'll tell you what, Taylor Lee said is she's been close to a steal a couple times.
That's right, get her hands on a lot of balls, and Coach McLean's probably going to talk to them about closing up that trap there on that left-hand sideline.
It was a little too easy, wasn't it, Coach?
Yeah, you don't want to see them split with the dribble.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Never should be able to beat that with a, tough pass. Harassing defense by Kristen Brown. So they're going to get Chloe Williams with a foul. That might be her second. It's going to be an active shooting. That's 2 on her, too. Yeah, so they're going to the bench now with Talia Robinson, a junior. She's 5'10". She brings some size to the post. So they're going to bring Robinson in after this first free throw for Chloe Williams. So 2 Raiders in foul trouble. Bailey Cannon, get a good look at her right there. Bailey Cannon, they do a thing, they do the productivity analysis. For productivity per minute on the floor, Bailey Cannon leads the team.
How about that?
Yeah. So her analysis, analytical rating, better things seem to happen when she's on the court. And she's got a still off the free throw line, got them both.
It's amazing the information that's available with our technology today.
It is, man. It's wild, man. I think analytics goes too far in most sports, but it can help, though. It definitely can be used for good. Stop and pop. Tough shot, though. They'll defend it. Razorbacks up 4. Shot might have been partially blocked. Interesting shot right there. Oh, nice pass. That's great movement Tammy Roach with a sweet assist to Maddie White.
Great court awareness there.
Well, she has high basketball IQ. She saw that play. Before she had the ball, she knew where she was going to pass it. Tammy Roach, impressive young lady. Taylor Lee Sutton will step back. Foot might have on the line. Robinson trying to get her.
Yeah, good board. Just wasn't sure about where she was on the floor there.
Everybody not getting back for Keenan. They got a break that time. Everybody didn't make it down the floor.
That's right.
Coach McLean's not going to be pleased with that. Arena Kaufman. Walhalla folks want to travel there. Heading to the 22nd mark, Taylor Lee Sutton. She's been off on the jumpers. Chavis ball hawking Roach. And just an offensive rebound, and that's going to be Midland. That is off that bench. Anna Midland for three.
He just got to shut those offensive boards down. Wow.
And Taylor Lee Sutton, how about that answer? Just inside the logo. That's a nice deep one to close it out. 21-15, hot and heavy here. Girls 3-8 championship matchup.
When you're competing for every point, you need teammates you can trust. The experts at Lexington Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide specialized treatment for the athlete in all of us. Backed by the #1 rated hospital in the Midlands. Life's a sport. Keep playing.
Matt and Taylor love their home, but they don't love their bathrooms. So they searched for a reliable company they could trust that had great reviews and provided excellent service from start to finish. So they called Palmetto Bath. After the first visit, they knew they had found the right company. The design consultant was able to design their dream bathroom and stay within their budget. And after a 5-star installation by the Palmetto Bath team, Matt and Taylor now love everything about their home. Call today and tell them Matt and Taylor sent you.
Every answer tells a story.
Name a reason you might want to get rid of a tattoo.
You lost a bunch of weight, so now it's all...
Family Feud.
It was an anchor, now it's a fork.
Weekdays at 4:30 on ABC 13.
Deconstructing the high cost of medicine.
I think everybody needs to understand the real cost of their medication.
On the next Full Measure.
Sunday at 10 on ABC 13.
Back at it, folks. Hot and heavy action. Second quarter about to start. Keenan Walhalla battling for the girls 3A championship. Brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. Stacey Huff, Coach Natalie Norris. And Coach Norris, those are our first quarter stats right there. Anything in particular jump out to you?
Well, our high score for the first quarter. You know, both coaches were talking about wanting to keep this, keep the point totals down. So both teams are scoring at a pretty quick clip.
Great point, Coach. Great point. And brought to you by Palmetto Bath. Experts in fast, beautiful tub and shower remodel, serving Columbia, Greenville, and Nashville. Learn more at palmettobath.com. And there's your points in the paint. Pretty even. Keenan, because of a couple of fast breaks, I think. But, Coach, I want to submit this to you. You're a knowledgeable person more so than me. Is the traps making the score higher because they're pressing so much, they're beating it, and they kind of break because they are breaking the press and making the game a little faster?
Yeah, very well. It could be. You know, Walhalla really has not turned the ball over.
Right. Well, and as soon as you said it.
Yeah. Jinxed them.
Taylor said this. You talk about quickness. Oh, might have got with legs. I don't know if it's a step or not, but she's so fast and just could not convert. Got to convert those.
Right. Sometimes it's hard when you're going that fast to gather and lay it up easy.
I know a little bit about that. You can get the yips on layups running full speed. It's hard to get that soft touch when you're running so fast. That's a Steph Curry deep three right there. Kemi Roach was 5 feet behind the three-point line on that one, and she may launch another one. This time she gets into the paint. Kemi Roach, they're letting her get anywhere before she wants to get to. Good play. That
was right. Nice step inside. Sometimes I think it's hard for the kids when they're 2 3-point lines down to recognize which one is theirs.
Absolutely. I just think Kemi Roach doesn't necessarily care.
That may be so, too.
She has unlimited range. Taylor Lee Sutton with a tough physical drive right there. Keeping her team in the game.
That's right.
6-point lead, but the Razorbacks have definitely been more crisp on offense. Points in the paint for Keenan. That's 10-6 now. And a lot of that's Taylor Lee Sutton. Good D up top. Good man-to-man defense right there. That's a little penetration, a nice pass. Good pass and a good bucket that time by Bailey Cannon.
Walhalla's really done a good job of running their sets, keeping the ball moving, keeping people moving.
Good point, Coach. Kaufman, Ariana Kaufman, yeah, she warms up. She can make it interesting herself. She can score in flurries.
Right.
Kaufman, Ariana Kaufman and Kristen Brown, this team are the connection to Malaysia Fowali. Malaysia won a championship her senior year, and Kaufman, number 20, and number 12 for the Raiders were on that team. They were freshmen on that team. So they're the link to the Malaysia Fowali era. Oh, violent toss to the floor that time. This could be a hell ball, but that was a tough fall by both players.
Yeah.
Keenan's going to the bench to bring in number 11, Jaleesa Dwyer. She's one of the starters, I believe. She's been out. If she did start this game, she hadn't been in a minute. I thought her name might have been on that starters list. But number 11 is in the game for Keenan. Let's see if Taylor Lee Sutton can penetrate the zone again. And like you said, it's not necessarily the zone. They're just kind of packing the paint. That's a good deflection. Cami Roach, well done. She has the numbers. There's a nice drop down pass. That's just well done. Cami Roach playing beautiful basketball to steal, assist, and finish by Medlin.
Yeah, great play all the way around by Roach. Getting her hand in the defensive.
It's gonna be a travel. Keenan's got to show some patience here. They're playing at a certain pace. Timeout called Keenan. There's a full timeout called by Coach Reggie McClain. Coach McClain, I talked to him on the phone many years ago. At that time he was 1-2 in championships, Coach.
How about that?
He said, "Hey, Keenan, I can't have a losing championship record." That was Zach, Coach Zach Norris in the building. He said, that looked bad. And after that, he went on a run. I think he won 3 with Malaysia. 3 or 4?
Yeah, 3 or 4. Been impressed with Walhalla's ball movement and just really the way they've handled Keenan's pressure so far.
When it comes to on-the-road protection, Farm Bureau Insurance brings full court coverage and fast break savings. They've just rolled out new lower auto rates across the state, folks. See how much you can save by scanning the QR code on your screen or find an agent near you. Farm Bureau Insurance. Lead is 8 for Walhalla. The Razorbacks. You know what town Walhalla is? Where Walhalla is, Coach?
Walhalla is about the very last town in the state of South Carolina. You cross over there, and I think you're in Georgia.
That's what I was. It's severe. I call it severe upper state or lower state. How you is? It's the way the state is shaped. It's severe upper state. There's Coach Winfrey on your screen right there. He's a basketball legacy, basketball pedigree. Dad, longtime coach at Southern Wesleyan. In fact, played his last 3 years at Southern Wesleyan for his dad, Byron Winfrey.
Yeah, and he's done a great job with this team.
Absolutely, yes. Looking for back-to-back. And right now they have the lead. Cami Roach, great driving kick. That ball might have been deflected. I think Kaufman got a hand on it, but a strong putback. I believe that was Bailey Cannon, the young lady I said she is very productive when she's on the floor. That was a travel. The Keenan team has to settle down right now. They're making some unforced errors. You can't get back 10 points in one play. Take a look at that. It might have been deflected.
Great job just crashing the boards. Keenan's got to find somebody and box out.
I love the way Cannon went to the ball and no hesitation, immediately went up. No thinking, no overthinking it. Just went up toward the rim with it. Ball around the horn. Cami Roach with a clean look. And knocked it down. Cami Roach stroking the 3. Her point total mounting. Safe Federal Credit Union. Corner. Taylor Lee Sutton having a hard time finishing.
Right. Able to get to the basket, just not able to finish yet.
The lead is 13 for Walhalla. They're going to get a Palmer violation. Back in for Keenan comes Mines. Look at this 3 right here. Talk about it, Coach.
Great job there by Cami Roach. Behind the college 3, a couple of steps, just knocking it down.
Yeah, I don't think she's confused about the line. She's not getting any closer than that. That is her range right there. I think that's just it. That's her shot. I mean, her first one of the game was from back there. Chambers had it blocked by Ashlyn Frick. Good job saving that from being a backcourt violation.
That's right at the line.
Keenan pressing up a little bit more on defense, and that's going to be a foul. Myers just came in foul trouble. She just got a foul. We'll step away, folks. 32-19, second quarter action. Girls 3A title.
After fire, water, or storm damage, home can feel far away. And for over 50 years, A&I Fire and Water Restoration has been helping families across the Carolinas get back to normal. With expert care and decades of experience, we make coming home possible again. A&I Fire and Water Restoration, restoring more than property, restoring peace of mind. You can rely on A&I.
If you've been dreaming of a getaway, Columbia welcomes you to the heart of South Carolina. Here, you can expect award-winning restaurants on the same block as Hidden Gems, peaceful riverside strolls alongside rushing whitewater rapids, and days packed with world-class attractions and roaring crowds. This capital city is full of experiences just waiting to be made into your favorite memories. Plan your trip today at experiencecolumbiasc.com.
Welcome back, folks. Stacey Hub here with my good friend and coach Natalie Norris, having a great time here at the 3A girls title game brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. And coming up near the conclusion of the game, we'll check out the Akeem Anastapulo Law Firm play of the game. If you're injured, don't scream, call Akeem. Dial 800-ALL-7s. I like that commercial. The videograph, everything, it's the whole thing. It's a vibe. Thanks, shout out to all of our sponsors making it happen here at the 2026 South Carolina High School League Weekend of Champions. That's Coach Rachel McClain right there. And Keenan has the answer. There's been a lot going on here, a lot of frenetic activity, but the last burst was by the Razorbacks, and that's a good inbounds play. Ariana Kaufman did a good job recovering, but they got beat on that play.
They certainly did, but that was a great recovery by Kaufman to deny that shot.
Let's see if they try that same thing. It was a set play to get somebody in the paint. This time they go out to the wing with it. Two Keenan players, and Kaufman not chase us down. The numbers aren't necessarily there, but she's going to step back and launch. Short.
Tough shot there.
That was a very tough shot. And again, I don't know if that you get a better shot than that. Myers put her hands back, but she didn't want to foul. Cannon took advantage of it. Points in the paint again for the Razorbacks.
And I think a concern early was going to be Walhalla's transition defense, but they've really taken advantage in transition.
Taylor Lee Sutton was on the bench for the last couple minutes. They got to get her back in there. This is going to get out of hand for Keenan. They can't get a bucket and a stop or two here. Lead is 15. Another miss in the paint. And look, nobody back. Keenan's fortunate. They give it a bucket anyway. Bailey Cannon, but that could have been a runaway layup anyway. Nobody's hustling back on defense. Lead is 17, Coach. This is not necessarily what was expected. Still a lot of basketball to play, but Keenan's got to start converting on this offensive end and get back on defense.
That's exactly right. You know, you can see that Walhalla definitely looks like the team that's been here before.
Brown, get a little Euro, got it to go in off with the left hand. Timeout called. Coach Winfrey over at Walhalla, 30-second timeout. So, Coach, we catch our breath here for a moment. 15-point lead. If you're Keenan, we'll take a look at this play right here first. And then I have a question for you, Coach. Look at that picture here. No jerseys back. They're back late. Okay, you're in the huddle. You be Reggie McClain for a moment. And, I mean, there's a turnover right here, too. Talk a little bit about what you're telling Keenan coming out of all this.
Yeah, you've you've got the conversion. Now you've got to build on it. But I think they've just got to play solid defense here in the half court. Don't gamble. Make sure they know where Roach is. And then they've got to rebound when they force the miss.
Conversely, Coach Byron Winfrey, again, looking for this repeat. He's got to be really pleased because they're shooting it well. They're sharing the rock. And they're just sprinting. You know, coaches love to see the team sprint. They're sprinting back and forth. They get back in transition. They all running Keenan on the other end. He's got to be a pretty happy coach right now.
Oh, I think Coach Winfrey could not be more pleased with the way this game has started for Walhalla.
And Keenan coming out with that diamond press right there. And that diamond press, if you don't get a steal off that first couple of passes, you could get beat on this back end right here. And that's going to be a wide open three. Oh, man, almost rattled in and out. And guess who? Cannon, Bailey Cannon. Cannon has been a shot in the arm. See my point there? For Walhalla. That's a foul. Taylor Sutton drew the foul.
And again, Keenan, they did get the miss, but didn't come up with the defensive rebound.
Absolutely. Stay tuned, folks. That 1-800 Got Junked halftime report coming up. We'll have a special interview with the South Carolina High School League. First half highlights and more. 1-800 Got Junked. They make junk disappear. Taylor Lee Sutton again. That's been the story of the game. Her diving into the paint. That time, no foul. They got thrown out of there. It's her trying to press the point for her team. Euro step and a clean block that time for Frick. Another rim out, another rim out shot for Keenan. And this time, Chloe Williams. Lead is 15. Keenan, you can't trade baskets. That's a foul. Clear call right there. Good sportsmanship. Carl was trying to help her up. Yeah. Let's give the officials some attention here. Some love. Patrick McDonald, Rick Caffrey, and Darryl Good, our officials today. McDonald, Caffrey, and Good doing a great job. Yeah, that was it's an easy call, but tough break. Trying to play good defense. Kaufman got called for one.
That's right. Dangerous cross-court pass that time by Walhalla. Fortunate to have the foul bail him out.
Absolutely. A couple times Keenan's been close to getting steals on that press, but he hadn't quite gotten them. Dragged the foot a little bit right there. And then we get the foul. Keenan fans upset because that foot might have dragged a little bit. Then they get the foul on Kristen Brown. That's Coach McLean right there. Now last night in the boys 5A Division II, we saw Westwood get off to a slow start in the second half. Just took off. Keenan's got to hope for that kind of, finish here in the second half. That's going to be Chloe Williams, another foul for her. That's 3 on her. So a lot of folks in foul trouble for Keenan. They got to maintain the composure here. I know Coach McLean will handle that for him. Chloe Williams has 3, I believe. I think Mines may have 3. And they're going to the bench again. And Chavis coming back in again for Williams.
Yeah, things just haven't felt very fluid for Keenan so far. They just need a couple of things to go right, and maybe that momentum can shift.
Absolutely. Chavis, 22, has played a lot earlier. She's only a freshman, number 22. Okay, so she's getting a lot of playing the third big stage. That right there, they called that foul on Kristen Brown. Let's take a look right here. Watch Brown, number 12. You got a lot of ball.
Yeah.
Came across the arm a little bit. Coach, that's a play on, maybe.
That's right.
I'm not criticizing the referees too much. Again, it's a tough job. I'm also emceeing their Hall of Fame banquet here in a couple of months. I don't want to get my invitation. But no, they do a great job, and I'm always a proponent of the state of South Carolina blessed with, well above and beyond outstanding officials. And I'm mainly in the Midlands, but I see it other places as well. There's pretty solid officials all over the state doing a tough job.
They do have a tough job.
It's getting harder and harder to officiate. The kids are bigger, stronger, faster. It's just tougher more athletic. It's tougher to officiate than it's ever been, I think. Kami Roach on the open court. She's dangerous here. And they didn't really start the ball, so she did the right thing, but went too far, got it knocked over. Brown on the pass to Taylor Lee Sutton, taking her time and getting it in there, and that's going to be cut the lead back to 15, 40-25, under a minute to play, Coach.
Yeah, Keenan would feel fortunate if they can get this maybe to 12 by the half.
You're right, that'd be very manageable. That's really a couple stops here, but they're not fouling, so that ball's knocked away by Taylor Lee Sutton. She's taking this matchup with Roach personally, and unofficially, that's the battle. Kami Roach folks want her, wants to prove a point against Taylor Lee Sutton, why she should have been Player of the Year again instead of Taylor Lee Sutton. Players think of those things.
They do. And I like that Coach McLean has switched off and got Sutton on Rhodes. She may be the best matchup for Keenan against her.
Kelly Sutton is breathing real hard right now. She's done a lot for this team. And the only problem with that is you don't want her to get in foul trouble. But she's your best player. You got to put everything on her if you can. It's a championship game.
That's right. And like we said, it's go time. We've got to get a stop now.
Henry Roach did a great job. Oh, that's beautiful. She set up Taylor Lee Sutton with a low cross and had a head up and found a pass. Great play made by Keenan Roach. And that finish, I believe, was 32. Peyton Williams.
Excellent.
Just in the game.
Excellent. Driving dish.
Brown with a good look and got it to rattle in. And we had the last few seconds. The lead is still 15. Keenan Roach across half court. That's going to be the end of the half, folks. What a strong half. 42 points for Walhalla in the girls' 3A state championship, folks. It's a good one, folks. Stay with us for all the halftime activities.
This experience with Akeem Law Firm has been amazing. Just know that they're going to do their job, be patient with them, work with them, and they'll get the job done.
Finally. All right, you got me. So I'm not a real pill, but I got stuff. Paint thinner here, sheetrock there, baby powder, maybe? Oh, that's? Well, you're a little looky-loo, but that's enough fentanyl to kill somebody. But look, no fentanyl over here. And hey, what you don't know can hurt you. Can't. Did I say can? Oh, jeez.
This experience with Akeem Law Firm has been amazing. Just know that they're going to do their job, be patient with them, work with them, and they'll get the job done.
It's the moment you dream of, the moment you work for, train for, run wind sprints when nobody's watching for, the moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time. The moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this, your moment. Ingles, we're with you every step of the way.
You're watching the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report. 1-800-GOT-JUNK. They make junk disappear.
Well, hey there, everybody. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to the state championship high school basketball games. Joining us is our longstanding partner all the way from Ingalls Markets, Miss Melissa Level. Melissa, are you loving these excellent basketball games?
I love it. What a great season it's been, and the best of the best is right here now on television.
Best of the best is right. Now, let's talk about that longstanding and robust partnership between Ingalls and high school championship athletics. What all does that entail?
It's just absolutely wonderful to be able to connect with all the schools within our region. You know, we're in 6 states, and so we have Friday Night Lights with football, we do basketball, we have softball, even some Olympic-style sports, and we go all the way up through college, and then of course some minor leagues. But we just love that high school spirit and the fun with that. A lot of those players work with us. A lot of their parents have it, shop at our Ingalls. So it's kind of like a big family coming to watch all of them play, right? So we love that.
We love it as well. Melissa, as always, thank you for taking the time to speak with us here today.
Thank you.
All righty. Let's get back to the game, folks.
It's the moment you dream of, the moment you work for, train for, run wind sprints when nobody's watching for, the moment when hours of gym time, court time, prep time, all culminate into this time, the moment when millions of bounces, blocks, and boards all add up to this, your moment. Ingalls, we're with you every step of the way.
Trust. It's fragile, built carefully, tested often. Trust takes time and effort and consistency, a willingness to adapt and learn, to correct mistakes and be honest about it. Trust is granted, not demanded. Trust needs transparency, respect, empathy, discretion, tenacity. News 13. Trust is earned.
You're watching the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report. 1-800-GOT-JUNK. They make junk disappear.
Welcome back, folks, to the A&I Fire and Water Restoration broadcast of the 2026 South Carolina High School League Championship. Stacey Huff here courtside with Associate South Carolina High School League Commissioner Amy Boozer. Thanks for spending some time with us here this afternoon. And
yes.
And we have some legislative meetings coming up here later in March. What are some things that might be discussed there?
Yeah, so we have our legislative meeting that is in conjunction with the South Carolina Athletic Administrators Association. So at that meeting, that is where our actual bylaws, constitution, and our rules are actually voted on.
And how often are these meetings held, and how often are the rules actually changed?
So we have an annual meeting each year. So we have rules that are submitted to our office. These rules are submitted, or constitutional bylaw changes, by our principals from the schools or superintendents. And those are sent out to all of our member schools. They can review them, and then they have the opportunity to approve the rule change or to deny the rule change.
And what is the date of that meeting this coming up in March?
It will be March 18th down in Charleston. And so we have, I think, 20 proposed bylaws and constitutional changes that we will be reviewing and voting on.
Wow, thank you for sharing some time. That was a lot. You got a lot on your plate.
We do have a lot.
Amy Boozer, Associate Commissioner of the South Carolina High School League, sharing some time with us. Stay with us, folks. More halftime stuff coming up from right here at the Colonial Life Arena. Girls 3A State Championship game. Walhalla, Keenan. Stay with us.
I still can't believe she's gone.
There's so much to arrange. I just wasn't prepared.
No, but your mother was.
Yeah. Good thing you and Mom got those policies. I had no idea how expensive all of it would be.
Your mom always made sure we were prepared.
If you are between 45 and 85, you automatically qualify for up to $25,000 in life insurance coverage with United of Omaha. Policies start at just $6.38 a month, and your acceptance is guaranteed. You cannot be turned down for any health reason. There are no medical exams and no health questions. Plus, benefits can be paid within 24 hours, and unlike some policies, are payable from day one.
Just like your mom, taking care of us even after she's gone.
Help take care of your loved ones after you're gone with a guaranteed acceptance life insurance policy from United of Omaha today.
Call 800-371-7948. That's 800-371-7948. Call today.
Before the coffee's finished brewing, we're already on it. Overnight headlines, local developments, and a forecast you can actually plan around. From your commute to your community, News 13 This Morning helps keep you a step ahead. Real local reporting, trusted voices, and facts-first stories to start your day. News 13 This Morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Western North Carolina starts here.
You're watching the 1-800-GOT-JUNK halftime report. 1-800-GOT-JUNK. They make junk disappear.
Back at it live here, folks, at the Colonial Life Arena. Back in the saddle again. 2026 State Championships on the basketball side. Brought to South Carolina High School League. Brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. Stacey Huff and Coach Natalie Norris. Courtside here, 42-27. How did we get that? Coach, we have a rolling picture show. Take it away, Coach. Roll it.
Nice opening pass for the three-point shot. Walhalla shot the ball extremely well here in this first half.
The young lady Frick has been really high.
Yeah, Cammy Roach again. And Stacey, if you notice, all of these are assisted baskets, moving the ball and knocking down the open shots.
Coaches love it.
Of course, here's Taylor Lee Sutton with that speed getting to the basket. Her speed has been as advertised.
Yeah, she really is. She's a sophomore state player of the year in girls 3A basketball. She has a great future ahead of her, and she's single-handedly trying to keep her team in the ball game. She's going to need some help. And let's talk about those stats. By the way, that was highlights brought to you by Soccer 5. Soccer 5, get in the game now. For our stats brought to you by Palmetto Bath. What jumps out to you there?
Well, the differentiation and field goal percentage is a big one. Walhalla shot the ball extremely well, made a lot of open looks, and Keenan has missed some pretty good looks.
Yep, and Keenan likes to pressure the ball, so those 5 steals are pretty good, but they are going to have to increase that and make up for the 15-point deficit. And then the points in the paint, Of course, right there brought to you by Holy City Heating and Air. Pretty. Pretty. It's the three ball. The three ball has really
Been the separator.
Yeah, Kevin Roach and Frick has really hurt Keenan. So we'll see how this comes out. Keenan with a plan to come out in the second half and make a comeback. We'll see if it happens. Stay with us, folks. Third quarter action coming up.
Hi, Mom.
I've got an invisible junk pile.
How do you know?
When my friends saw it, I could see it.
Other people can always see them.
Can you make it disappear?
All you have to do is point, Mom.
It's gone.
Save $55 on junk removal. Book today.
After fire, water, or storm damage, home can feel far away. And for over 50 years, A&I Fire and Water Restoration has been helping families across the Carolinas get back to normal. With expert care and decades of experience, we make coming home possible again. A&I Fire and Water Restoration, restoring more than property, restoring peace of mind. You can rely on A&I.
Some days your strength and resolve are tested. You need a team behind you to keep you going. The experts at Lexington Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide specialized treatment for the athlete in all of us. Backed by the #1 rated hospital in the Midlands, life's a sport. Keep playing.
Hi, Mom.
I've got an invisible junk pile.
How do you know?
When my friends saw it, I could see it.
Other people can always see them.
Can you make it disappear?
All you have to do is point, Mom.
It's gone.
Save $55 on junk removal. Book today.
Welcome back, folks. We're just before the start of the third quarter. Here's Stacey Health Coach Natalie Norris. Keenan Raiders, Walhalla Razorbacks. Our cast brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. Razorbacks with the lead. Attacking the basket to everyone's left here in the white with purple trim. Keenan in their familiar navy blue and gold. Gold unis, gold trim. And just like that, into the paint. That's too easy, Coach.
Yeah, nice entry, deep post position, turn around, drew the foul.
Once the ball gets there, you got to give up the bucket or foul. And
That's right.
that's the two bad options. And that's the young lady who, Molly White, who came on as the second quarter. Went away. She was a big force in the paint defensively, had a bucket or two, and a little smile there that she missed that free throw. She's 5'11". Again, leading rebounder and shot blocker for this team. And they're batting off the press right now. Kristen Brown, no good on the jumper, and kept alive that time. That's good hustle. Taylor Sutton gets the finish. Ball kept alive by Zalisa Dwyer, and Sutton makes it pay.
Nice, yeah. Good second chance opportunity for Keenan there.
Once in the paint. This is by Holy City Heating and Air. But you made a point earlier. You got Taylor Lee Sutton on Cambie Roach now. That's a good decision. Ariana Kaufman with a left-hand dribble. Out to Taylor Lee Sutton. She's going to hit the baseline, force the contact, and they got the blocking call. They're going to say that Bailey Cannon got there a smidge too late.
Yeah, good idea there. But
Looks like she might have been there, but again, referee, they have a tough job, man.
They
They're
do.
closer to it than we are. A lot of times I was told by a referee buddy of mine just yesterday that sometimes they fall back a little early. They you can't really make the call like that. You got to take the full contact. So I don't know if she might have leaned a little bit. At our Stewart Law Office's free throw line, Taylor Lee Sutton missed them both. That's at least three free throws that Taylor Lee Sutton has missed. So nobody back, wide open layup. Where's the defense?
Yeah.
Where's the defense? That is Ashlyn Frick. Nobody on that side of the floor. That's just going to sleep at the wheel. You can't build a good team like that.
No, that's very frustrating, I know, for Coach McLean, because like you said, when you're trying to make a comeback, you cannot afford plays like that.
They had cut the lead to 14. It's back up to 16 now. One better than it was at halftime. Taylor Sutton. Oh, nice drive and pass. A good cut by Kristen Brown. That's five-star restaurant quality service by Taylor Lee Sutton.
Very nice dump down.
Yeah, you can't beat the service there. Put it on a platter. Good D by Brown. Nice backdoor cut by Frick, and she's going to make it. Thought she made it pay. Well, she made a good cut and could not complete it.
Yeah, the backdoor cut is very effective against aggressive defenses, and
Absolutely.
we saw it there.
That's Sutton again to Brown. She couldn't make it pay. It was a great pass. Dwyer had it knocked away. Bailey Sutton, maybe she looks tired. Look at our Peak and Fowler fast break. Oh, yeah, we got to get Peak and Fowler some love right here. I'm sorry, I did not get them love on that. Got a couple fast breaks in this game. We got to get Peak and Fowler some love. Nice job by Ashlyn Frick. Tell them you mean business. Peak and Fowler. Kristen Brown into the paint. No good, and a good rebound by Mara Chappell.
Another great dump down from Sutton, just couldn't convert.
Frick, wide open. Splash down, string music if you will. St. Fellow Credit Union three-pointer.
Yeah, Walhalla's three-point shooting has really been the separator in this game today.
This is about to get out of hand if Keenan can't find some answers on this end of the floor, especially. They're struggling on this end. And the execution by the Razorbacks is really spectacular. The timeout call, Coach Reggie McClain. It is a 30-second timeout. Peak and Fowler, folks, tell them you mean business. I don't do. So I'll share with you real quick about our player of the game. Experience Columbia is our sponsor for the player of the game. Your next perfect getaway awaits you in the heart of South Carolina. We'll be selecting that Experience Columbia player of the game coming up here toward the end of the fourth quarter. Right now, a lot of young ladies in those white uniforms have played well.
They really have. They've played a nearly flawless game so far.
They really have. Again, you mentioned they like a team that came last year and got one, and they want to play better this year than they did last year in the same, same stage as far as the same championship game. It was in Florence last year, of course, Florence Civic Center. Aiken and Florence were gracious hosts the last 5 years between the two of them, but game's back here to CLA now. Oh, nice rebound by Kaufman. Could not, again, that's been the story of the game. Could not convert, though.
Right.
Good offensive rebound. Could not make the layup. Mines went to the floor. I thought she got fouled. And good rebound that time in the paint from Chappell. Oh, nice split. They split the double team again.
Good.
And that's just a nice drive by Ashley Frick. Used all the rim, and she's having a good time. Big smile. This thing is almost out of hand. Penalty Sutton goes to the ground. Timeout called again, Coach McClain, to save that. And in that situation, they have the arrow. To save the timeout there, but take a look. She split right there. Frick through contact, Coach.
Strong finish there at the rim. Like you said, split that double team. Really nice play.
People understand, once you split a double team with a dribble, now you got a, at best case, a 5-on-4, sometimes a 3-on-2, a 2-on-1. Once you leave two defenders behind you,
that's right.
It's a field day. And they've been able to do that against the press and the half-court offense. They've been able to get to the spots they want to, Coach.
They certainly have. Walhalla has been completely unbothered by Keenan's pressure. And that was a really key for Keenan's game plan to be able to force those turnovers.
That's a very appropriate phrase. They have been unbothered. They have not been. The press has not done what it's supposed to do. They were ready for it. That's a good scout. They knew what they were going to face, and that's a quick foul, but it was definitely miscommunication that time and great defense by Walhalla. It's snowballing now. If you're Keenan, you got to maintain your composure and fight now because
that's right.
It's not looking great. It's an uphill battle, but you got to play one possession at a time. Kaufman still pressing up on defense right here. Going to switch. That's in the paint too easy. Missed the shot, but that's point blank.
Right.
Lee Sutton. Oh, nice left-hand dribbler to the, man, that's just a talented young lady right there. Taylor Lee Sutton, the Holy City heating and air points in the paint.
Yeah, she certainly is. And I'll tell you, if you're Keenan, you've got to string together some possessions. Stop, score, stop, score.
That's exactly right. Good point. Nice cut. The L just sharing the rock. A cut by Frick. Frick fracks over there and passes it to Molly White. And that's beautifully done. We're going to step away, folks. It's a 19-point lead for Walhalla on great execution. 33-52 your score. Girls 3A title matchup from the Colonial Life Arena. Come on back here.
single moment can ignite a passion. With every play, a spirit of teamwork is forged, and determination evolves into success. Life is the ultimate team sport, and a trusted teammate makes all the difference. Our team at Founders Federal Credit Union works hard every day to offer the financial tools you need, backed by unrivaled member service. Relax, you're with Founders.
Matt and Taylor love their home, but they don't love their bathrooms. So they searched for a reliable company they could trust that had great reviews and provided excellent service from start to finish. So they called Palmetto Bath. After the first visit, they knew they had found the right company. The design consultant was able to design their dream bathroom and stay within their budget. And after a 5-star installation by the Palmetto Bath team, Matt and Taylor now love everything about their home. Call today and tell them Matt and Taylor sent you.
Back at it, folks. A&I Fire and Water Restoration broadcast of the South Carolina High School League 2026 High School Basketball Championships. This matchup, 3A girls, Walhalla up big over Keenan, 52-33. Stacey Huff, Coach Natalie Norris here with you. And Coach Norris, as Yogi Berra once said, it's getting late early for Keenan.
Yeah, Keenan really needs to string together a series of good, positive plays to get back in this game.
At the line, playing that good old-fashioned three-pointer. Three-point play was Molly White, and I say for the to a loss to the free throw line, and now say for the Credit Union. 3-ball by Ariana Kaufman. They needed that.
They certainly did. Now let's see if they can get a stop down here on this end.
That's good defense by Kaufman, but the arm came down. She played good D, had Frick shooting a tough reverse layup, and the arm, it's hard to resist bringing it arm down.
That's right. Nice move there by Frick with the little under the basket reverse.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I don't know if we had free throws the second quarter or not at all, but we had, preferred appliance free throws spots. I don't remember saying them in the second quarter. I don't know if we had many trips. In high school league rules, you have to have 5 personals before there's a double bonus. That's a game, 19-5 and 3. That's strong.
Yes, it is, and a lot of game left.
A lot of game left. Well, she won't play much of the fourth quarter if Keenan doesn't make a run here, I'll tell you that. Taylor Lee Sutton with a pass over to Kaufman. Kaufman could not get it to roll in. Sutton tried to get the rebound. Taylor Lee Sutton looks like she's been gassed, but she's doing a little bit of everything for this Keenan team.
Yeah, she's still really playing hard.
She's bending over the back in front of Coach McLean. She'll initiate this play. Kaufman. Dwyer with the 3-ball. It was wild. Henry Roach, nobody back. You can't jog back. You can't run beside them. That's a nice job. Bailey Cannon, Roach Sar. They're just running past Keenan players. Get down the court.
That's right. A sprint versus a jog.
And that's a nice play by Taylor Lee Sutton, the left hand. She's going to try to do all she can by herself. She needs some more help. The ladies on the team are playing. They're playing hard as they can, but they're not getting back on defense. So I can't say that's real hard play.
That's right.
Got to sprint back.
Got to take care of those basic things.
Absolutely. Lead is 19. Rebound, Dwyer. Kaufman's looking to push. Taylor Lee Sutton for 3. She's too strong, and Frick might have touched that last. Making that ball to
gonna stay here with
Keenan. It's gonna stay here. The Walhalla fans did not like that call. Speaking of fans, I thought for sure Keenan's student body might have been here. I thought he might have had a half day today and have a bus come over here or something, but I don't see the Keenan student section here. And if they didn't let those kids out of school a half day, that's probably not a good thing. That's probably something I would say should have happened on air. Air ball. Yeah, I definitely want to say that on air. I think that should have happened.
Yeah.
Good call by the official right here.
Need to be supported.
Yes, absolutely. A lot of these schools that are playing the games from yesterday to the day after the games did have half days. Or
right.
No school. So Keenan's right up the street up here, 20 minutes away. You'd expect to have seen a bus full of students here at the start of this game. Kristen Brown, another air ball. They've had 2 wild threes, and Razorbacks are not getting them a lot of second shots this game.
I was going to say they've done a really good job of cleaning up the boards on a miss.
Henry Roach Tell you what, that time she's been driving and dishing. That time she decided to keep it in the paint.
Good decision. Draw the foul.
I love her game. I don't know where she's being recruited to, but or if she even wants to play in college, but she can boogie. Columbia International University has shown interest. Okay. And Southern Wesleyan. Yeah. So.
Well, whoever gets her, they're going to get a complete player. She really shoots the ball well. She handles it, finds the open man.
Yeah. See, at a Stewart Law Officer's free throw line, she gets them both and the lead up to 21. Taylor Lee Sutton penetrating again. That's just a tough angle. That's a tough shot right there. Frick's rebounds are mounted to. She already has 20 points.
Yeah.
Taylor Lee Sutton. Her dad behind us right here. I was going to tell a story. Some years ago, we were doing a Friday night, high school hoops game of the week. Some years ago, we were doing a My Leisure Football game, and the guy was in the stands sitting behind the broadcast team yelling, "You going to be talking about my daughter soon?" We talking about it was Taylor Lee Sutton's dad.
How about that?
Yeah, he's still vocal. He's back here. We can hear him today. But he was right. We are talking about her. She's state player of the year, so he knew she was going to be good. Cami Roach, who was the reigning coming into the season 3A player of the year, and you can see why. She's at the line, and she is just a pure shooter. She can handle it, high IQ. Just can play. She can just flat out play basketball. Love Cami Roach's game.
Oh, Stacey, I love that story about a dad. I'll tell you, dads are very powerful in their daughters' lives. I know from teams that I coached, kids whose dads were there and helped train. It just made such a difference for them.
Yeah, it does, and you can tell it, man. It does make a difference for sure. We saw Kristen Brown make a bucket on the other end, but I got to coach my son some AAU, and that was, I tell her, for a dad to coach your son, and that was, oh my God, you couldn't tell me anything. Then my daughter was a softball player. She played at Columbia College. I'd love being that guy. I love being a supportive dad.
Right.
Sometimes I may have been a little louder than I needed to be, but I don't think I embarrassed them. Nice entry pass. Oh man, that was a right play. That's been a story for Keenan. When they did make the right play, they have not been able to get some point blank buckets, and that was Robinson under duress missing that one. And they're gonna get Taylor Lee Sutton. And she's looking at her dad as the game goes. She's looking at her dad doing the play. Now my son, the times I didn't coach him, his coach was like, "Stop looking at your dad in the stands." I was like, "Okay, do I need to not come?" That's the other part of that. You get so used to hearing dad's voice. So, yeah. Medlin at the line. She's played solid off the bench. Missed that first free throw, and they've shot them well as a team. But Stewart Law Officer's free throw attempt coming up again for Medlin, number 5 for the Razorbacks. Gets the second one. They've backed off the press the whole third quarter so far. They don't need to with the lead.
Right.
Kristen Brown had a bucket earlier. She gets another one. Brown heating up a little bit.
Nice pull-up jumper.
Yes, ma'am. Cuts it to 20. We never thought we'd be saying that this ball game, cutting the lead down to 20 for either one of these teams, but here we are. And that's Walhalla, man. They played a strong basketball game on both ends.
Yes, they have. Just really solid.
Cami Roach, she'll launch it now. And there it is. She launched that one. She kind of rushed that one a little bit. What I like about her game is, though, she knows when you over-rotate to her, she will put it on the floor.
Right.
And she doesn't just rely on the three. She will put it on the floor and go by you if you overcommit to that three.
Yeah, she really makes the right play. And Walhalla just has really moved the ball so well all game long.
Oh, that's a clean three by Dreyer. Oh, Robinson, she's going to bully ball into the paint this time. Just cannot get it to go again. Point blank range. Got that one to go. Stick-to-itiveness at its best. Talia Robinson, number 21, off that bench. Good play, points in the paint.
Very good second and third effort.
Yes. Keenan ramping up the defense right now. They got a chance right here. That's the end of the quarter. The lead is 18. Walhalla with 8 minutes to try to repeat. Come on back here, folks, for the conclusion of the girls' 3A championship game from the Colonial Life Arena.
This experience with Akeem Law Firm has been amazing. Just know that they're going to do their job, be patient with them, work with them, and they'll get the job done. This experience with Akeem Law Firm has been amazing. Just know that they're going to do their job, be patient with them, work with them, and they'll get the job done.
If you don't sleep, call the key. 800-07.
Hello, thank you for calling the Guaranteed Life Insurance Helpline.
Hi, this is Marie. I'm looking for life insurance. I just lost my sister, and I saw her family struggle with the bills, the funeral. I don't want my own family to go through that.
Marie, I'm so sorry for your loss. With a Guaranteed Acceptance Life Insurance Plan, your acceptance is guaranteed if you are between the ages of 50 and 85. You can get up to $25,000 in coverage. No medical exams, no health questions.
But I'm concerned about the price. How much does it cost?
I understand. Policies start at less than $7 a month.
Thank you so much. This means everything to me.
If you're between the ages of 50 and 85, you automatically qualify for up to $25,000 in life insurance coverage. No health questions and no medical exams. Policies start at $6.38 per month, with most benefits paid in as little as 24 hours.
Call 800-620-9730.
Back at it, folks. 8 minutes to settle the issue. 3A Girls Championship on the line. Walhalla up big over Keenan. Stacey Huff. Coach Natalie Norris here with you, folks. Let's take a look at our Palmetto Bath quarterly stats, Coach. What do you see right there?
The offensive efficiency of Walhalla from both field goal percentage and free throw. Nice play.
Oh, nice dish by Sutton, and Robinson got the second time. 6-2 to this again, but go ahead. And then points to the paint is only. Keenan actually has the 32-28 advantage.
Oh, yeah. Walhalla, again, that three ball is really separated.
It really
plus their conversion at the free throw line.
That, too. All that well said, because Palmetto Bath brings you our quarterly stats. Points to the paint brought to you by Holy City Heating and Air. Oh, nice catch. Oh, my goodness. That's a all-state wide receiver catch by Bailey Cannon. She's an impressive, only a sophomore, by the way.
Yeah, really nice play and left-hand finish.
Left-hand finish. And she has something on her left hand. She has a hand wrapped up. I can't see who made that. Who made that pass? It might have been Roach.
It was Roach.
Yeah, Roach. Again, that'll be a 7th assist. Roach has 7 assists, folks. The team has 18. They share the rock, Coach. And
yes, they do.
I'm going to talk about how important that is in a moment when we get our next dead ball. Oh, nice steal. That's a nice hustle. Kristen Brown over to Dwyer, and Keenan still playing hard like you would expect. Talk about how important it is to share that rock and how it helps everyone.
I'll tell you, when you're playing against a team like Keenan, who really is aggressive pressure defense, the way they've been able to pass the ball has just been amazing. And there's another case in point right there.
That's a great catch. It was a nice pass over the shoulder. She threw it right past the defensive back's head right there. That's a that is a Dan Marino special right there for those old enough to remember Dan Marino. I'm dating myself now.
Well, that's right. And you know, that great catch, she gathered herself under control.
Went off 2 feet. Went back up off 2 feet. Beautiful. So Alicia Dwyer at the line and didn't get that one to go, but oh, nice. Ariella confident with the hustle. No, points in the paint once again by Holy City Heating and Air sponsor. Keenan's getting a lot of food in there. They just can't execute the offense other than that.
Right.
And 48 points is not a low score in a high school girls basketball game, but when you're giving up 66 now, points in the paint now the other way. That's beautiful.
That's right. Walhalla was hoping to hold Keenan under 40.
Yeah, that was one of the keys. Yeah, so you got the same notes I got apparently. I talked to Coach Winfrey on the phone this week, and I love when coaches give me finite answers. I always ask him, what must you do to win offensively, what must you do to win defensively? He said limit turnovers 12 or less for that set. So they wanted 12 or less turnovers. Nice play, Ariana Kaufman. Hold Keenan to under 40 points. He gave me definite numbers that he wanted. And young people respond to those finite numbers. Cannon again with the left hand. Oh, she's impressive. Cannon Roach, I don't know what record you have, but Bailey Cannon's coming. Only a sophomore. She's a good-looking player. And that's a nice three that time. Taylor Lee Sutton.
Tough step-back shot there from Sutton.
Safe Federal Credit Union three ball. Cross-court pass. Guess who? Cannon missed that one, but you don't blame her shooting. She's been hot. Good defense. Brown tried the Euro, but got knocked away. Nice strong left-hand dribble by Roach. She comes back to the left hand. And they're going to let her walk into a three-pointer. That's a break that time. That was a clean three.
That's right.
And nobody's rebounding.
And Cameron Roach is saying, let's pull it back out. Reset.
Guess what? Frick says, I got a reset for you right there. Reset this three. Timeout called. Everybody's a little gassed right there. Both teams looking a little tired. Big lead for Walhalla, up 15. Charlotte, my Aunt Sarah, I love the power of what we do statewide, watching the game and stuff. I think my mom's up in Chesterfield watching. My Aunt Sarah just texted me. She's watching over in Marion. Dental dentures implants, folks. Time for our Smile Cam. They bring you our Smile Cam. Smiles made simple by Dr. Faber. Look at the smile. Look at the youngsters in there having a great time in the CLA, coach.
That's right.
The music is good. Look, and nothing like being on camera. I like being on camera myself.
Everybody's having a good time.
It is a great time. If you're wearing purple of the Razorbacks, you really have a good time. Look at them. That's the Keenan cheerleaders right there. You can dance your cares away if you lose it, and you can celebrate with the music if you win it. It's all good. Music is always good.
That's right.
Dental Dentures Implants of Charleston, folks. Go in and ask for Dr. Faber. It's a good vibe here, man. This is probably going to be the biggest margin if it stays like this in these playoffs. Yesterday was pretty much pretty close games.
Very close.
3 of them went to the last minute. Westwood in the finale last night came from way back, down as much as 10 or 12, I think, early in that game. But Keenan has time on the clock. They can get hot and make a run. Penalty Sutton is a player that can get to the bucket. She thought about it. Warriors gonna shoot. That's inside the line. And Frick's stat line is gonna be really impressive. Her, Cammy Roach, and Bailey Cannon have all really put up some numbers, fill up the stat sheet.
Played really, really well.
Roach tried the left-hand, one-hand pass, but Robinson saw it coming. Dwyer launches and got it. String music. Keenan gets one from deep. Safe Federal Credit Union, 3-pointer. The lead is only 12.
That's right. Keenan's not going away.
As expected, they're a proud program. Frick, you can't leave Frick open like that, though. They're going cold the last couple threes. And if I'm Coach Byron Winfrey, that's what he's doing. He's saying run the offense. Why are you shooting threes if you don't have to shoot them? I know it's open and that's the way you play, but sorry.
Big basket here for Keenan to cut into this lead. If they can get a few more of these to go, it might be really interesting here these last few minutes.
Taylor Lee Sutton had one roll out. If that went in, that would have been a 10-point game. That would have made it real tense. And it's a hell ball, and I think it comes down to the Razorbacks. We're in the fourth quarter, folks, 4:20 to play, but Keenan had a chance there to cut it to 10. They still battling. A lot of basketball left to play, but this end down here, they've fallen asleep a little bit, and now if they pick that up, and they do, Ariana Kaufman, get that to go. Got to convert that, though. That might be a travel. That is a travel. Got to convert that. We're going to step away, folks. It's getting a little hot and heavy in here. Keenan cut it to 12. Walhalla Keenan selling the 3A girls championship issue. Stay with us.
Hi, Mom.
I've got an invisible junk pile.
How do you know?
When my friends saw it, I could see it.
Other people can always see them.
Can you make it disappear?
All you have to do is point, Mom.
It's gone.
Save $55 on junk removal. Book today.
When people come to us, they've been injured. They are now dealing with a big insurance company, a big trucking company, a company that, while they may say in their commercials they want to help you, in reality, they're not there to help you. And if we're not there to do it, no one's going to do it. I personally hope you never need our number, but if you do, it may be one of the most important calls you ever make. 1-866-STEWART.
Hi, Mom.
I've got an invisible junk pile.
How do you know?
When my friends saw it, I could see it.
Other people can always see them.
Can you make it disappear?
All you have to do is point, Mom.
It's gone.
Save $55 on junk removal. Book today.
Back at it here, folks. Corner Life Arena and Stacey Health Coach Natalie Norris here with you. At the conclusion of today's game, we'll be selecting the experienced Columbia player of the game. Columbia, South Carolina, your next perfect getaway awaits you in the heart of South Carolina. The broadcast brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. Keenan trying to mount a comeback here. They have the time to do it. They need shots like this to go. Did not get it, but had a chance on the boards, but good rebound by Molly White.
Good look for Sutton off that inbounds play there.
Without a doubt. Molly White is actually the most recruited player on this team because of her size. She has interest from Belmont Abbey and Montreats.
Okay.
33 with the ball right there. I think Roach's size probably hurts her a little bit, but wherever she goes, she's going to be an impact player. I think she'll make a difference a little bit. Bailey Cannon over to White. The one more pass. Good job, Keenan. Keenan's wrapping up the defense right here.
They certainly are. Walhalla's done a good job showing patience here on the offensive end.
Left hand dribble in the paint, and a wild shot missed. Kaufman comes away with it. They can cut it to 10 here. 9 with a 3. Kaufman with the stopping pop. Just got maybe dribble that one to the bucket. Maybe keep going.
Yeah, she would have probably been better served to try and take that onto the basket.
Yeah, put the heat on the referees and blow the whistle. And you're right, that's patience being used by Walhalla. Good hands by Taylor Lee. She just beat Kendra Roach to the ball. She is really quick. She's going to use the body now to protect it. And just could not finish. That might be fatigue right there. She did it. She cut off the defender, just couldn't get it up.
That's right.
It's a tough miss. That's a tough miss. And Kendra Roach right there. Did not go out of bounds. Good job saving that ball right here in front of us. Did not go out of bounds. Bailey Cannon. They called a block right there. That was bang, bang, coach.
Yeah,
look at this again. Was Robinson, watch 21. Is she there? She might have moved into her a little bit.
Maybe still sliding a little bit.
Yeah. The big miss, though, the miss on the layup down here by Taylor Sutton. She's playing so hard.
Right. You cannot fault the effort. It's still there. Keenan's still playing really hard.
The middle drain are trying to do much. She's bending over. She's tired. Bending over the free throw line now. She's tired. And you don't know when to take her out, if you can take her out now at this stage of the game, right? 2:25.
No, she has got to suck it up.
As they'll say, they play football, suck it up and go.
That's right.
Got to suck it up and go.
And that's what she's got to do here.
Yeah, suck it up and go. No time to complain. And here she is on attack right here again. She gets right to the cup, but just can't finish. Robinson playing with a lot of contact right there. Sutton with a nice pass and just cannot convert. How many times has Taylor Lee Sutton made a pass in the paint and just cannot get converted? And a foul on Keenan.
Yeah, her assist total would be way up there as well.
Would be, should be. About to be under 2. The lead is 13. This is I think right about now, Keenan's got to make a move here. It's going to be time for the benediction soon. Deflection by Kaufman. And no shot clock now, so the Razorbacks don't have to do anything with the ball. Keenan maybe start fouling right here. Or get the turnover. They bailed them out. The Razorbacks bailed them out with a turnover right there.
They did. And Keenan, you talked about fouling. They're still a little ways away from the double bonus, so if they're going to foul, they're going to have to do it quickly.
Well, I think you start that now, so you can do it later. Yeah, I've seen teams lose championship games where they had, less than 30 seconds on the clock and had to commit all the fouls at one time. But you can't do it. A lot of contact there, and it's going to be a hell ball. It's going to stay right there with Keenan. Iwan Winfrey looking to repeat. Kaufman with a deep 3. That's a long 3 right there. Taylor Lee Sutton. Brown for 3. That's long. Sutton's another steal. Ball out of bounds.
Still playing hard.
Absolutely. Gotta love that. Physical drive that time and good defense by Walhalla in the paint. They played pretty good interior defense all game, though.
They really have.
Taylor Lee Sutton, they're going to get a foul there from call from over here. That's the 4th foul on Taylor Lee Sutton. It's not going to matter. It's a minute 9 left unless Keenan makes a run right here real quickly. Coach Winfrey says he likes coaching this team because they cheer for each other. They really like the success when other people have great plays. They're really there for each other. Cannon missed that layup. Kaufman, got to be careful behind her comes Cannon. She got to be careful of that dribble. However, Kaufman, you got a nice kind roll there, but the lead is still 11. Now they got to kind of start fouling.
Looks like they're going to let them dribble it out.
Oh, there's the foul. Yeah, I just think they didn't foul. I just think they got to the foul quick enough. 39 seconds left, 11-point game. Walhalla can sense it. They actually have more people at the game than Keenan, which you would never expect.
That's right.
And that's to the point I made earlier about there should have been half day of school and a bus over here. But the players on the court and Walhalla earned this. But you know, I'm talking from a child aspect. You want to have this much support as possible. You coach, you know what it's like. Camden rolls up the streets when you guys. Camden really gets behind their programs over there.
They certainly do.
And,
but like you said, Walhalla really executed very, very well today. They certainly earned this victory.
Absolutely, ain't no doubt about it. At our free throw line here, Preferred Appliance free throw line, 1 out of 2 that time. Preferred Appliance, which are trusted appliance sales and repair experts. Got 1 of 2 ball knocked away to Keenan, and the lead is 12. And they're bringing in someone off the bench right here for Walhalla, McCarley Chappell. I wonder is that Mari Chappell's twin. They're both 5'8" seniors. Robinson cannot get it to go. Another point blank miss. And I think Coach McClain's going to let it play out right here. Still going hard. Mines ties it up right there. There's Coach Winfrey. Again, back-to-back, man.
Back-to-back.
School that never had 1-1 before. Got to get 2. They got it clicking. And they got some young youth on this team, too. A lot of these girls will be back.
Right. Roach will be tough to replace, but you're right. A lot of good players coming back.
Yeah. Roach and Chappell are the seniors. Molly White. Pretty much everybody else is coming back. Roach, Chappell, and White. But I like 1 in White right there. I like the game of Bailey Cannon. 5'6" sophomore. Does a little bit of everything. And that's it. You are the champions of girls 3A once again. If once is nice, twice is double stuff. And look at the emotion right there. White and purple. Coach Winfrey and your Walhalla Razorbacks, you are 3A girls champions for 2026. Well done, Coach. You agree?
Absolutely.
What a game.
Yeah. They were flawless today.
They really played themselves a championship-style game. They looked like champions from pillar to post in this ball game. Well deserved. Talking to Coach Winfrey, he sounded confident. I could tell he had prepared. And he said those girls never fold. They didn't fold last year. The state championship run they did this year. We'll be right back. The post-game awards, interviews, etc. Girls championship, Walhalla over Keenan. Come on back.
Ready to quit nicotine for good? Get trusted quit support from the South Carolina Tobacco Quit Line and LiveVapeFree.com. LiveVapeFree.com helps young people quit nicotine with free, confidential tools so you can feel balanced, less stressed, and more in control. Need extra quit support? Break free from nicotine with the support that's right for you. Get one-on-one coaching and free nicotine replacement products to help you succeed. Scan the QR code for these resources and more at dph.sc.gov. Brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Public Health.
After fire, water, or storm damage, home can feel far away. And for over 50 years, A&I Fire and Water Restoration has been helping families across the Carolinas get back to normal. With expert care and decades of experience, we make coming home possible again. A&I Fire and Water Restoration, restoring more than property, restoring peace of mind. You can rely on A&I.
If you haven't called Senior Life Insurance Company for your free quote, you're probably paying too much. Senior Life was able to get this 65-year-old woman a $10,000 immediate benefit whole life plan for under $41 a month. She saved over $450 a year by choosing Senior Life. Some competitors cost twice as much. This 65-year-old man was paying almost $110 a month before he called Senior Life. We were able to cut his rate to $52, saving him almost $700 a year. These low rates are locked in, and so is the coverage amount. Hundreds of thousands of seniors have taken advantage of our low-cost plans built with seniors' budgets in mind. We saved this couple almost $1,400 a year with more coverage compared to what they were paying. Call now to find out if Senior Life Insurance Company can cut your rate in half. The quote is absolutely free. Switch to Senior Life and stop paying too much. Call now.
Back at it, folks. We're in the aftermath of a resounding victory, impressive win by Walhalla, 70-58 over Keenan. Stacey Huff, Coach Natalie Norris here with you, and got some things we got to get to you right quick. Play of the game, folks. And Coach, talk about it. That buzzer beater. It gave hope at a moment.
That's right. You know, when Sutton hit this, you just wondered if that was going to be just a really important basket there for the rest of the game. Clutch shot there.
Akeem Anastapulo brings you that play of the game. If you're injured, don't scream. Call Akeem. Dial 800-ALL-7. Stay elite. Sutton, who played well. Played very well. Congratulations to Keenan being here in the championship game. But Walhalla has your player of the game brought to you by Experience Columbia. And that's a young lady who really put her fingerprints all over the game. Just went to get the trophy right there. Let's take a look at the player of the game for Walhalla, who made that moment possible. You just mentioned, brought to you by Experience Columbia. It is that young lady, number 24.
She had an outstanding game. Ashlyn Frick all over the floor from outside, inside, rebounds, assist.
23 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks, I believe it was also. About 3 or 4 steals thrown in there. Played an outstanding game. Only a junior. She'll be back. As Razorbacks will try to be looking for 3 next year. And of course, that player of the game brought to you by Experience Columbia. Your next perfect getaway awaits you in the heart of South Carolina. It's Coach Reggie McClain in that runner-up trophy. He's now 6-4 in championship games, which tells you, first of all, by the way, he went to the Hall of Fame, I think, last summer, which he should. Talking about the Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame. But 6 trips, but even before lost 10 trips to the state.
That's so impressive.
That's a strong resume. That's a strong career. 6 times champion.
And Associate Commissioner, Miss Sarah Hayes. At this time, we invite the school representatives to join the
Commissioner Jerome Singleton on the court. Right there, Dr. Singleton. Let's thank some of our sponsors that make it all possible. Thank all of them. A&I Fire and Water Restoration, 1-800-GOT-JUNK, Soccer 5, the Stewart Law Offices, Preferred Appliance, Palmetto Pride, Holy City Heating and Air, Palmetto Bath, Safe Federal Credit Union, Peak and Fowler Law Firm, also Akeem Anastapulo Law Firm, Dental Dentures and Implants, Lexington Health, Farm Bureau Insurance, and Ingle Markets. Shout out to all those folks that make it possible here. South Carolina High School League, shout out to them for making it do what it do, doing their thing as the organization putting it together with so many helping folks, and the Colonial Life Arena being a gracious host. So back here, it says first time since 2020 hosting here. And so at some point here in a moment, you're going to see the Lady Razorbacks of Walhalla storm the floor and get their trophy in just a moment. Then we'll get them a couple of minutes with Coach Byron Winfrey.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in recognizing and congratulating the 2025-26 Class 3A Girls State Runner-Up, Keenan High School.
Keenan Raiders getting an ovation there as runner-up.
And now it's time for the championship moment. Presented by Johnson, the official championship ring provider of the South Carolina High School League.
The dignitaries of Walhalla School District up there. We have a video, a hype video on the board here for the presentation.
Will the school representatives please join the commissioners at center court for the presentation of the Class 3A Girls state championship trophy.
And the dignitaries taking the court right now. You mentioned their severe upper state.
That's right. Last stop before Georgia. Shout out to my friends John and Tina Sorrells up there in Walhalla.
That's right. They tuning in, checking you out there. She's making me look good, y'all. She's making me look good.
Accepting the
shot
state
right
championship trophy on behalf of the team.
They're on a good era right now. Good young coach. Program on the rise. And they look like a well-oiled machine. This is a pedigree. This is a coach's son that's now a coach.
He's done a great job. Great guy, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I enjoy speaking with him. They got it rolling now. Southern Wesley guy. We're getting a little bit of Queen, aren't we? A little bit of Freddie Mercury in the building.
Ladies and gentlemen,
there they are. They are the champions. Walhalla. You've done it again.
Champion, the Walhalla Razorbacks.
3A girls champions back-to-back. Congratulations, Coach Winfrey and your Razorbacks. And they get their photo opportunity right now. Absolutely good stuff. Your next game will be 5A. Right. Another team looking for a repeat.
It's really interesting. So many girls teams looking to repeat this year.
All but one, right? That's
correct.
Yeah, that shows the youth that was here last year. That was in the final. They can't brought them back. And there's some teams that may be going for 3 next year that may make that. And we're going to effort to get Coach Winfrey over here in just a moment.
Thank you for your attendance and supporting the class.
He's going to come join us on headset right here. Congratulations, Coach. And we're here with Coach Byron Winfrey, Coach. And back-to-back, they said last year was your first time.
Yeah.
You liked it so much you decided to come on back and repeat.
Yeah, that's right. It was a very fun experience. The girls did a good job today. They played hard. I was very proud of them.
Talk about what it took to get here with a target on your back a little bit. So you kind of off the map. Now you're the target. How was it coming back trying to get to?
Really, every day was one practice at a time, one possession at a time, one game at a time. And whatever we fall, it falls. I just want to give thanks to God, man. I swear a lot of that power I get, I think it comes from there, obviously. But yeah, it feels good to go back-to-back and kind of feel that target. I mean, it is what it is.
You got it on you again next year, Coach. They look ready. Congratulations. Thanks for spending some time with us. You guys look, that was a very impressive game tonight. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Coach Byron Winfrey got it rolling up at Walhalla, South Carolina girls. 3A champion once again. Stay with us, folks.
Simple and slow, learn right from wrong, work road to road. There was never plan B, just a path I'm taking, breaking on through on the road I'm making. I knew one day I'd get my shot, so here